Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Mom, Wife, Workaholics.
Yeah.
I'm Tara.
Hello. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, what's your name?
Whoopsies. My bad. I'm Carrie, and we are about to talk about...
When in doubt, punt it out.
Yes.
What do you got to do to manage all the things and keep the balls in the air and not throw shade on a Zoom call?
Which is so hard.
Carrie doesn't go on camera.
I do not. I mean, if it's mandatory, if it's like mandatory, I will. But it's tough. It's not for me. And I have that face that if my mouth doesn't say it, my face surely will.
God, you're not wrong. Not wrong.
Yeah, I can't hide it. And it's so bad because, like, even if it's not like throwing shade, even if I'm just confused,
right?
My wheels are on the outside. You can see it. It's not. It's a rough one. So Zoom calls are not for me. I struggle with them because it's my face.
Meanwhile, I'm like, hey,
I know.
Hi, friends. Hey, you up there? I know you. Hey.
No. And I also get easily distracted. So, so if we're on a Zoom call, like one time, a coworker of mine, he had puppies, and he was holding one of his puppies, and before I knew it, I am over there like oohing and gooing, like pawing at the Zoom, and I was like, oh my God, I look like a crazy person because I don't know if anybody else was paying attention. He had a puppy in his hand. That's all I saw.
Right.
Like, that is it. I was like, ooh, puppy. Oh, puppy. And
so what was that Zoom call about? Do you know? Hell no, you don't.
I mean, it was work related of some sort.
So just want to let you guys know we are officially using our new equipment.
Yeah, so we sound a little different.
Yeah, we probably sound better. We got a cool new little thing here. Let me push a button and see if it does anything. No, not that one. Hold on. It's got little sound effects.
It's so much fun.
Crickets.
Can you hear crickets?
I can't hear it, but maybe it plays in the recording.
Maybe.
I'll let you know later. Trombone. Rim shot. All right.
What did you just say?
I said rim shot, not rim job. God. This, before you even said, what did you say? I was like, this broad's thinking I was going to say rim job.
I'm so sorry.
You are your husband's wife. You are La Papa's wife.
You can edit that out, right? And you just like losing my shit for 3 minutes.
Not going to. No, not at all.
Woo.
We don't go to that level of expertise.
Ooh.
This is why we need a production team.
Yes.
If there's something that should be edited out, please do.
Yes.
Nope. We're not doing it.
Okay, well, then all of my just cackling for the last 30 seconds.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry about that.
That's what makes us who we are. The funny thing is, I literally, as I said, rim shot, I thought she's going to think I said rim job.
I couldn't.
And then you're like, what did you say?
I'm sorry.
Yes, you're fine. You got nothing to apologize for. So, yeah, I just want to say shout out to our anonymous investor that got us the equipment and the website. Amazing. So excited. And then actually today I was able to order our laptop. Yay! Business specific laptop.
I love it.
God, because my home computer got too many businesses on it.
Right.
It's a hot mess. So, and that is actually our good friend Brian.
Yay!
I love Brian. The funny thing is, he's like, don't make me regret this. Like, because he's nervous. Like, because he had a good friend screw him out of $500.
Like Brian?
Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
I love you. Anybody who knows me or knows Tara knows Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you know us personally, you know who I literally didn't catch that it was Brian.
Yes,
oh my
Brian.
God.
Yeah.
My bad.
He's like, don't let me regret this or else. I'm like, or what? Or else what? No more chocolate for me?
I know. No more Reese's peanut butter cups for you.
Yeah. Literally every time this guy knows he's going to see me, he buys Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
because I'm a thick girl.
Oh my gosh,
I like
he
chocolate.
knows the way to each of our hearts.
Oh, absolutely.
And my kids too. The last time he brought me Reese's peanut butter cups, mind you, I love me a sweet, so I'm not gonna lie. But I was being good and I set them aside and I was like, I'm gonna eat these later.
I don't know what that looks like.
No, well, neither do I, because guess what?
Yeah, didn't wait till later.
No, they were gone. Not by me. Not by me.
Them damn kids. Don't they know
No.
Brian chocolate is sacred?
You think it was my kids.
Oh. Oh, it was little Papa, the potato.
Yeah.
Like a little Papa.
Yeah, you think my kids know better than to eat my candy.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband would know better too.
My husband, he's like, I don't know what happened. I only ate one. And I was like,
Whole package.
Right?
Sure. So I had reached out, or no, I didn't reach out to Brian. Brian had commented on one of our posts about needing an investor because I want a laptop.
Yeah.
And so he's like, what kind of laptop? I was like, dude, I will message you.
You're like, I got all the things.
I got all the things, and I need your professional opinion. Because when it comes to electronics and movies,
oh my gosh,
Brian's our guy.
He's the champion.
Yeah. And so I messaged him. I was like, okay. So we talked through a couple laptops. I sent him some links. He told me the pros and cons and whatevers. And he's like, well, I saw you needed an investor, so I thought I'd reach out. And I'm like, you looking to invest?
I love him so much.
You're going to love what he said. He said, well, I've stopped supporting all the bums in my life, so I'm sitting on a little nest egg.
Oh, I heart you so much.
Love it. Love it.
Love it.
So, I'm super excited.
We're not the bums?
We're not the bums!
Yes!
He's going to think we're the bums if I don't pay him back.
I mean, 100%.
100%. But
we got this.
Yeah, I'm paying him back. But yeah, so we got the laptop ordered. It'll be here tomorrow.
Ugh.
We got some cups for some merch.
Nice.
I'm so excited. And a pretty pink case for the laptop.
Oh, I love it.
You know why. We both really love pink.
I know. It's our calling, really.
Yeah,
it is
really.
like our signature color. I love the music. I love the color.
Amen.
I love my bedroom is pink. Like
Hell yes.
my kitchen is
Pink-ish.
it's pinkish. It's pink adjacent. It's
Adjacent.
my husband says it's copper, because it actually has the word copper in the name of the color, but it's pink.
How is there copper in the name of the color?
It's called copper dusk or copper something. It's literally pink.
Yeah. What
It's
the hell?
beautiful.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so shout out to Brian. We super appreciate Brian. We love you.
We do.
We really got to get back to getting with him. And that's one thing. He's like, even though you guys forget about me, I'm like, we don't forget about you. I said, in fact, Jeff and I constantly are like,
what's Brian up to?
what's Brian up to? I said, but then we're just assholes and we're terrible about reaching out.
No offense, we're lazy.
That too. I appreciate you trying to take the assholery out of it, but no, I'm an asshole.
Oh, I mean, I'm not. I will say I'm not. That's one thing when we're talking about things that you drop and how you juggle things.
Reaching out.
Oh my being God. A good friend is probably the hardest thing that I do.
I'm surprised I have friends.
I'm shocked. I know.
Shocked.
I struggle with that. I struggle with like keeping those connections because when you're going through your life and you're doing all the things, it sometimes becomes a back burner problem. And I do that in my personal life, my work life. There are back burner issues. Those are things that are going to simmer for a while and we'll figure it out later. And I hate to say it, I love my friends, but they're sometimes a back burner problem.
Right.
I got to put out the fires in the front. I got to do the things to make sure that, you know, my world doesn't explode.
Right.
And that doesn't always require me sending you a text message saying, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Right.
Like, you know,
right.
And I suck because
no, we suck.
I think a lot of people do. I think that that's a common occurrence, and especially as adults, because you have kids. And, you know, to a certain extent, we're all at different stages in our lives.
Amen. Yeah.
I mean, me and my sister have that conversation a lot about, like, being in different places to where something is convenient and easy for, let's say, her. But then for me, I'm like, I don't think so, ma'am. Like, that's not in my wheelhouse, because I have kids who are in different stages. I'm financially in a different stage. I'm work-wise at a different stage. Like, it's always, yeah.
Yeah. And for me, it's again, when in doubt, punt it out. It's a different angle for me on why I'm not reaching out.
Right.
So for me, it's not that I don't have time. I have all the freaking time in the world.
Yeah.
But for me, for anybody who doesn't know, let's have a real moment here. I suffer from severe depression, anxiety, PTSD, the whole nine. Which when my therapist diagnosed me with PTSD, I'm like, I've never been to war. And she's like,
that's not what it means, I don't think. I mean, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
She's like, has your life not been a war?
Ooh.
Was your upbringing not like a war? And I'm like, fair enough. Okay. So I guess I'll own that badge.
Yeah.
Fair. So for me, I get very in my head. And it is I'm crazy. We know this. I
think I'm also crazy, but probably a different type of crazy.
Different
grade.
Yeah. So when I'm not reaching out, it's not because, I mean, I have a lot going on.
You do.
But that's not it. It's, I'm feeling inadequate.
Right. Or if you forget to text them back and you're like, oh, it was yesterday and now, yep.
Or just,
in your head.
You know what? I got stuff going on. They don't want to hear about my stuff.
Oh, that's not, that's not.
I mean, I got my one friend, and you'll know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You know, the domestic diva.
Yeah.
The homemaker extraordinaire.
Right.
Like, she's just like, where have you been? We're so disconnected.
Yeah.
And how many times can you tell somebody, it's not you, it's me, before they no longer believe you?
Right. Well, yes and no. But again, I think that might be the difference between someone who's working through something, much as you are, you know, where you have, and someone who maybe doesn't have those barriers. You know, so she looks at it from a different aspect where she's like, where you been? What are you doing? And you're like, I'm just trying to like
survive,
push through the day.
Yes.
And if someone's never been in that position, they don't maybe understand, or, you know, and not that I'm sure she is absolutely empathetic to what you're going through, but it still's a foreign concept. Like, she doesn't, where you start to like spiral.
I'm assuming she's probably super judging me. She's not.
No, of course she's not.
She just wants to hang out with her friend.
Right. And she is like, I got the things, and she said that she's a stay-at-home mom extraordinary. So she knows, like, hey, I've got a spare moment. It's the middle of the day. And if she's got other friends who are, you know, regular, you know, full-time workers, she's like, well, they can't come hang out with me at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Right.
And she's like, but Tara could. And then you're like spiraling, and she doesn't mean to like put pressure on you.
Right.
But you put pressure on yourself.
Oh, absolutely. 1,000%. 1,000%. And like, and I probably should be having this conversation with her and not the rest of the world. But like, I don't give her credit where it's due. Like, she is homemaker extraordinaire.
Awesome.
Her house is immaculate, to the point where I'm like, at one time I literally said to her, you're not welcome to come to my house.
Because you felt inadequate to her.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She did nothing to make me have that
feeling. Yeah.
But I was like, and I did at one point go, I didn't mean that.
Right. You are welcome in my home.
You are always welcome in my home, but please don't judge.
Yeah.
We're not cut from the same cloth.
Right. No, and Hot Mess Express, I think we people who are like that, we band together. Like, I love when I walk into someone's home and it looks similar to mine. Similar to mine, like very lived in. And when it doesn't look that way or feel that way, I start to like, again, you spiral. You go, they're cut from a different.
What if they're judging?
Because if they come in my house and they see my unfolded laundry in a pile on the kitchen table, I'm suddenly not their type of person. But that's I don't think that
it's a narrative I create in my head.
Yes, yeah.
And this is why it's hard to live in my head, because and that's another episode for Big Daddy another day. the marital ship show.
Right.
And what Big Daddy doesn't tell you is loving me is difficult because of
because you're crazy. No, I love you.
Crazy.
I mean, you're not crazy, but you're.
I am 100% in so many ways. There's like the good crazy, and then
the
there's
fun
the
crazy. We love the fun crazy.
Oh, and we know I rock that.
Right.
And then there's the bitch, you are almost psycho. Like, get a grip on your life, crazy.
No, I think, again, being truthful and honest about, like, where you are in your journey, like, your mental health journey, and having people who understand that, and people who don't understand it, but are still empathetic to it.
Right.
Like, I know for a fact, the friend that you're talking about 100% understands that you still love her, you enjoy spending time with her, but maybe doesn't always understand the reasons why you feel like you can't.
Right. Yeah,
so,
it's a hot mess.
Yeah, and you cannot hold yourself to her standards because, again, you're not the same people.
I know.
You're not built from the same cloth. You guys have different views and opinions, and you've talked about, like, when you clean your house, the transition of how, yes, the craziness that ensues, you know, that you're like, oh, I gotta do this, and then 12 seconds later, oh, I gotta do this, and that's not how her brain works, so right. That's not her battle. And so she doesn't necessarily get it. I feel it because my battle is similar to yours. It's probably not the same, but I very much do I'll either get super hyper focused and like zone in.
Right.
Which can be a problem also because then one thing is done and the rest of the world imploded on me.
And we got that one thing done.
The dishes are all done.
All of them.
But the laundry hasn't been touched. And
that reminds me,
my kids are running
down there you can take home tonight too.
I love it.
I don't got room for that.
The kids are running around like crazy. I'm not sure where this kid is. Yeah, exactly. But the dishes got done.
The day. Sometimes you gotta celebrate
it's the little wins.
Speaking of worlds imploding and things getting done and not getting done, if you're watching the live feed, you probably notice we're not in my office.
Right.
The scenery looks different.
Yeah. You don't know where we are.
That's because I started a project in my office. And well, that project hasn't gotten done and it's imploded in there. So I got to take some time and work on that, and then we'll get there.
It's the little steps. And we were talking about the things like juggling all the things and making sure that you are able to, and when you can't, what do? And we were talking about your grocery shopping.
Oh, good Christ. Y'all, you can't even imagine. It's so bad. Like, Big Daddy's gonna fire me from groceries. Here's the thing.
No longer the household grocery shopper.
I'm the person that gets the groceries.
Bravo.
Back in the day, pre-COVID, I had to be back. My husband and I could not go to the grocery store together. Hell no.
It's mine and my husband's favorite thing to do together.
No.
Vacation.
We had to stop grocery shopping like 30 minutes into living in Wisconsin. Okay? Because I would be through the entire Piggly Wiggly with a cart full of groceries, and he's still standing in aisle 2 trying to figure out which can of freaking green beans to get. And I'm going, we don't use canned vegetables, we use frozen, so I don't know what you're doing.
You're like, you don't even know what we're shopping for. Get your ass by the cart.
So we had to stop grocery shopping together a long time ago. By the way, if you're watching the live feed, don't forget sharing is caring. Spread us out there. But we had to stop.
That's me and my husband, complete opposite. Love grocery. That is our vacation. If we can grocery shop together, we'll spend and I will say, my sister can like, she will admit she's been grocery shopping with us. She wants to shoot herself in the face by the time she's done. Because she's like, you two are the mosiest people I've ever met. And you guys will shoot the shit in the bread aisle, just hooting and hollering like crazy people. And I ain't got time for that. And I was like, I know, I love you. But yeah, our hurry is her like, could you go any slower?
But that thing too is you guys consider that quality time together.
Right. Yeah.
There is no way in God's green earth Jeff would ever consider a trip to the grocery store as date night.
Really?
Like every year when we finally go Christmas shopping, I'm like, ooh, date night. He's like, no, shopping is not date night.
Ugh. So yeah, we have very different. Yeah.
He will not call it. He will not. He's not about that life. So, and then COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so online ordering.
Beautiful thing.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Except here's what happens when you're doing the online ordering. And Carrie saw this firsthand today.
I did.
Because today was grocery day. So here's me on my phone the last couple days. Hold on. Got a call coming in. I don't know who you are. Oh, yep.
She is just reordering the exact same things. She already ordered the last time she went shopping, which is a problem due to the fact that those things don't need to be replenished. She didn't need 3 things of grape jelly.
Right.
Throwing her under the bus.
Throwing me under the big daddy's gonna come home and be like, what the hell? So it actually last month we ended up with 6 bags of egg noodles.
Because you just keep and this is where I'm the opposite. I actually, when I do online shopping, I literally will go through and like, oh, this is what I ordered. Nope, I still have, okay, yep, and I'll go. And that's the proper way. But it saves money when I'm in the store. Impulse shopper like nobody's business.
Amen. You know what? Bring back the impulse shopping. Because my problem is, and the part that pisses Big Daddy off so bad is when I'm doing my online ordering, I got my FA sitting in the recliner.
Oh, I had to see. I'm not young. I didn't know what an FA was.
Fat ass sitting in the recliner, just check mark it. I'm not looking in the pantry. You're not
like actively or like making a meal plan. I love me a meal plan.
I tried that once.
When? What happened?
I gave up on it. I loved it.
Yeah, it's great. I love a meal plan.
Cheaper shopping.
Right.
You don't have to wonder what the hell's for supper.
Right.
Because you got it written out.
Yes.
I even ordered a special pet. It might still be on the side of my fridge.
We got them together. The notebooks with the things and the check off. Yeah. We purchased those together. I will tell you, I've used it a handful of times, but but yes, you have to meal prep. When you're doing online, you have to know what you're cooking, the ingredients for everything, list it all out. I love a list. I'm a list girl. Give me a list. My sister also is a list girl.
I'm
and
not.
She's better at it than I am. She's like an Excel. And she is all about...
Oh, I like me some Excel.
She loves Excel. She color codes stuff. I love it. You can always tell when she has a slow day at work. It's my favorite thing ever.
Yes.
On the other hand, I'm a handwritten list girly. But you have to then go and check off the things that you actually have. And then order the things that you don't have.
How about you come to my house next month when it's grocery month?
I got you. Boo.
Grocery day.
I got you.
Yeah. I got no business.
No, I love it. I'll sit at the table and do all that jazz. I can do that.
Yeah. So like with the egg noodles, usually I buy 3 egg noodles. We only do a big shopping trip once a month.
That's awesome.
And so
let's end up with 3 things. Grape jelly.
So I always get 3 bags of noodles.
Mm-hmm.
But we always use them.
Yeah.
Because again,
who doesn't
thick
love a
chick
noodle?
Jeff, that's who doesn't.
Ugh.
Big Daddy doesn't. He's over pasta. He's like, screw you. This is why we're fat. Whatever.
All the reasons I love being fat.
Right? Like, give me some pasta any day of the week. You give me some pasta and some Parmesan cheese. Fat and happy. Fat and happy.
Yeah. Put a piece of buttered bread next to it or toast.
Oh yeah. Now you're talking. And I have a moment over here. But somehow that month we didn't go through our noodles. So the next month I ordered 3 more bags. Big Daddy's putting the groceries away. And I'm going to kick myself under the bus tonight. When I got home with the groceries, he's like, you know what? Because usually we haul them all in. And then he's like, he'll put them away.
Nice.
Because he's got a process.
He's got a system. Because he's the list guy in your house.
He's the list guy. And so tonight he's like, I'll bring him and you put stuff away. I said, okay, cool. And then as I'm putting shit away, I'm like, thank God, he's going to have my ass. Oh my God, I got so many repeat things and whatever. I'm in so much trouble. Tomorrow, he's going to come home and be like, so.
I listened to you. I got you.
I watched your live.
Yeah, in our house, grocery shopping is it's a community effort. We're foodies, so 100%. And anybody who knows me or has been at my house or has ever eaten a meal at my home, we are foodies.
Yes,
it is an event. We love it. We are constantly trying new things and doing all the things. So for our house, our grocery list is in depth. We do the list. We check off what we have, what we don't have. My sister will also, there's so many times she's like, did you really need 3 loaves of bread to bring camping for the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you really? Well, when you run out of bread because you brought a half a loaf, guess who you're coming to?
I got you, boo-boo. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're those type of people. Like, it's just, food is our... It is. We love food. So grocery shopping, it is date night for me and my husband. When we get a chance to go shopping together, even if we have to go pick up 6 things,
right,
it's going to be 2 hours.
That's hilarious.
The other night,
Jeff is not having that.
Yeah, the other night we went to the grocery store. We had to pick up, I think, 3 things for supper that night. For supper.
I just muted the wrong. I had a cough. I muted me and not you. Or I muted you and not me.
That's okay. It's fine. The cough is in there. It's all right.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
But we went to the grocery store for like 6 items. And I don't know, it was probably 4:30, 5 o'clock. And we roll in at 6:30. And I was like, this was literally for supper tonight. I guess we're making supper at 6:30 at night instead of 5:30 at night. And it's going to be done at 7:30. It's totally fine. My kids, again, not infants, not newborns, not toddlers.
Right.
They can eat at 7:30. They won't die.
Right.
But it literally 2 hours. And we didn't get an abundance of things.
Right.
We just...
Moseyed.
We're mosiers at the grocery
Jeff
store.
Is not. Jeff's like, in, out, let's go.
Unless he's buying a TV on Black Friday.
Facts. It's like
It's like I've seen it.
What? Weren't we half cropped too?
Well, I wasn't. I was driving.
Oh, that's right. The rest of us were. Didn't I? I took my tequila drink.
Yes.
Black Friday shopping in the morning. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you yahoos were a wild. Yeah. It was great. I loved everything about it.
It's a good time.
But it was the funniest thing because, again, we were like zooming through Black Friday shopping, and all of a sudden, I'm like, you lost your husband. He ain't here no more.
He down.
We get in the car. Everybody's in the car. I'm like, do you want to text him? Is he coming out? Did he leave?
He wouldn't have answered my text anyways. So.
Right. And then, sure enough, he comes out
with a
TV, which he did not prior discuss. And I was like, how are we getting this in my vehicle? I didn't come with plans of buying a TV today, but I guess...
We
put your heads down.
Something different. Yeah. But he was intoxicated, so that's different.
Hey, you got a TV out of it, so I
didn't get a TV that's up in his office.
Oh, funny.
If I want to lay in the massage chair and watch a 65-inch TV in a room that's the size of my bathroom, I'm good. I got the option.
I love it.
But yeah, that's Big Daddy's out. But if you and I want to go hang out, we got the Love Sack, the deluxe massage chair, because we like to live like we're bougie and got money, but we don't, and we're not. So yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But yeah, you gotta lean into your the things that you're good at, and just let the things that you can't or you're not, let those go. You're okay. Right, your groceries are fine. You have groceries.
They're
it's fine.
The kids aren't starving, clearly.
No, it's just a ton of groceries. It was pretty amazing.
Again, that's for the month.
Yeah. Well,
we won't go grocery shopping again.
That's the crazy thing. In my house, and again, I don't know, maybe yours is different, but in my house, like, if we go big grocery shopping, which we live in a town where we can just go, it's literally down the block. It's not the end of the world. But if we go grocery shopping, my kids eat all the good stuff the first 3 days. Your kids do that too?
No.
Oh.
No. Because if my daughter had the choice, the macaroni and cheese would be gone the first day, the whole 5-pack. I don't give her that option.
Right.
Because I'm rude like that.
No, I mean.
But she also still depends on me to feed her most of the time.
Right.
Unless I say, make yourself a bowl of cereal. I did recently teach her how to make her own ravioli.
Nice.
So, So, here's the thing, though. You guys are home 7 days a week.
Yeah.
In the evening.
Yes.
We don't have that life.
Yes.
Right now, Big Daddy's on nights.
Right.
So 7 days out of 14, he's not here.
That's a problem. I mean, that makes it difficult. Yeah.
Which means I'm going, DM, we want ramen or cereal.
Well, yeah, because it's just the two of you.
It's the two of us. I'm not cooking up some pork chops and mashed potatoes. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Now, I know the answer to this question. Family supper time.
Yeah.
At the table.
Always. Well, no, not always, but
99% of the time.
99% of the time.
Same here. Not right now. The table's still covered in laundry. But we make it a point.
Yes.
To sit at the table and eat supper.
Right. Like, that is definitely one of our big things. Yeah.
I want to hear back from our listeners on this one, because there's a lot of people I know who are surprised.
Oh gosh, yes. Yeah.
How are you surprised that my family sits at the table and eats? I guess Bella's on crack.
Bella's got a sock in her mouth and she's running around like a lunatic. But yeah, no, my kids have even mentioned, they're like, when they've had friends over, because again, we are a table family.
Sit at the table.
Stuff, and food in our house is an event. There are weeknights where, like, I will say, yesterday, my 13-year-old daughter made beef stroganoff for supper. And I'm not saying hamburger helper beef stroganoff. She homemade beef stroganoff.
Nice.
Because I was coming home late. My husband had something to do. And I was like, the hamburger's in the fridge. Get cracking at it. If you need anything, call me. I'll be driving home. And she was like, no problem. My 16-year-old wasn't feeling well, so my 13-year-old did it. Not a problem in our house. We got, she did it. She wasn't thrilled about it.
What?
But she did it. She did it without a problem. It was delicious and it was awesome. But we do events for supper, and that was a random Tuesday. Like, that's just how we roll. So yeah, we do table. We do a thing. It's a thing every single night. Occasionally, take out. It's, watching a movie on a Friday night.
Table.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not going to say like I don't let my kids eat in the living room, because that would be a lie.
Oh yeah.
Lying to your face.
Yeah.
Because my kids eat in the living room. But supper is almost always at the table.
Yeah.
But yes, with it's just the two of you, that's a hard thing, and especially with him working nights, that's another layer of like, yeah. It's just
because he goes to work at like 5:00.
Right.
So it's like, we can't have supper before he goes, because we're not 4:00 eater kind of people.
No.
We eat somewhere between 5:30 and 8.
Yes.
We're also not consistent.
Right. Depends on what you got going on.
Exactly.
That is another thing where, sometimes you drop it and you're like, whatever. I guess supper's
drop that ball.
Yeah, I guess supper's late tonight.
Hey, remember all that cereal I bought? Because I bought 3 bags of s'more cereals 3 months in a row, and now we have an overabundance of s'more cereal because it's my favorite.
It's my favorite too, honestly.
It really is.
And so that's like, we don't do cereal for supper at my house.
Really? Never?
Well, very, very, very rarely. Because I have 3 children. Well, that's a box and a half of cereal if they eat 2 bowls each.
Well, what the hell is letting them eat 2 bowls of cereal? Okay, my bowls are the size of a third world country, so never mind.
Yeah, exactly. So
I have big bowls.
Right. And again, mine are all teenagers. Like, Derek's a hot second from being a teenager.
No, he isn't.
Teenage boy.
No.
A teenage boy. God. And so there's a reality that, like, I ain't about to go through 3 boxes. Then I don't have then I don't have cereal for breakfast, and that's what they eat in the morning. So
you know what? I got some cereal.
Kids are having cereal for supper.
Cereal for supper. When Mom gets home.
Nah, no, Dad.
I was gonna say,
Dad's got this.
We plan on making it a late night,
right?
We're doing
You know my world.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised the papa isn't like, are you even coming home tonight?
He actually clarified with me. He's like, you have to bring the kids to school in the morning. I said, I know that. And he goes, well, it's just checking.
I'd have been like, I know. I will leave Lake Norden at 7.
No, I am the...
I'm just saying. That's what I would have said just
to like poke at him, just to really give him one little heart attack. I like my husband. I want to keep him. No heart attacks.
It's fair. And he's the heart attack having type, I think. Yeah. Because he's old.
Well, and he is, yeah. He's not, I mean, come on. What's the age difference between you and him?
Like a year, but whatever. This is part of our joke and our existence is that Hayden's old.
I know.
And you're still on the playground. It's fine. But yeah, Hayden isn't he between Jeff and I?
I think so.
Because he was born in
77.
77. Yeah. And I was not born in 85.
I mean, worked for me.
Yeah, because Jeff is 76 and Hayden 77. I'm 78 and you're 93.
That's a lie.
Oh, I ratted you out today in my conversation about sponsorship.
Yeah.
I was, telling them how crazy we are. I said, in fact, we're so crazy. My crazy partner here has been telling people for a couple of years that she's 40.
Yeah, I forgot how old I was.
She's like, why would you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I try to convince people I'm 35. Some people buy it. Most people don't. I'm
going to end up being my older sister's older sister by the time I'm said and done.
You're not lying.
She's been 39 for a hot second. And she's going to stay 39. And I've been 40 now. So I am now the older sister.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest, multiple times, me and her have been together. And people have been like, oh, is she your younger sister? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, I'm actually her younger sister. And they're like, sure you are.
But are you?
And they'll even say little sister because I'm shorter than her, but I'm much larger than her. Right. And they'll be like, right. And I'm like, what? No. But for real.
I'll let myself go first.
It was wild. And you know what? I have a feeling my daughters are going to go through the same thing.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yes.
When we were prom dress shopping for Ashlyn, and the lady who was helping us looked at my younger daughter and said, oh, are you helping your little sister pick out her? And I think she thought that she was home from college because Abigail is much taller than Ashlyn. Much taller. And she literally was like, oh, because she thought Ashlyn was a junior in high school. Well, what does that make Abigail?
Oh my God.
And Abigail's like, no, I'm her little sister, and like frowned at her. And I was like,
she didn't frown. She looked at her in the way that Abigail looks at people.
Right. And she was just like, you are her younger sister? And Abigail's like, yes. And I was like, oh, all right, well, Abigail's real pleasant. I love her. I do. But there's no...
Honey badger.
No cares.
1000%.
Yeah. So, yes, my daughters will go through the same thing me and my sister go through, which Abigail, who is the younger one, will always be, oh, are you the older sister? No.
There are people that think that I'm the older between me and Teresa.
Right.
Yeah.
I see, and I would say, that's a tough, I can't say, you and Teresa aren't very far apart in age.
18 months.
Yeah, so that's... Because I would have said you were the same age. I couldn't tell which one was older or younger because you guys literally...
Yeah, we're like the same.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Hey, jerks. Now
your dogs are freaking out.
Oh, yeah, they are. Whatever.
So if you're listening to the podcast and you hear just massive rustling around and craziness, Tara has these beautiful but slightly gross large dog. He's amazing. He's cuddly and sweet and but he drools like a beast and it's really, really gross. And then
he sheds like...
Oh, he does. He sheds like a monster. And then she has this tiny little curly poodle thing.
Bella.
And Bella is amazing. She'll bite your face off if you give her a chance.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But she's very, very nice. If you're Tara.
Oh, she loves you if you're loving her.
Yeah. Well, no, she loves you if you're Tara. Or look anything like Tara. There's multiple times where she's gotten on my lap, turned around, looked at my face, and went, ugh. And then just walked off. And I was like, you thought I was your mommy.
You're not a real mom. Yeah. So, my dogs are nuts. Bella's like 7 pounds. Diesel's like 70.
Yeah. It was going to be a lot. Bella.
Hush your face. She's talking now. We ain't got time for talking, Bella.
No.
Okay, so we are never organized.
No.
Ever. Which this is basically your biggest nightmare.
All right.
Because you want a checklist.
I do. I want bullet points, and yeah, that's my jam.
That is not how we operate.
Well, everyone knows that by now, because this is our 3rd episode, and they're Happiness Express. I will say.
Hold on, we're gonna pause because I gotta shut my dog up. Bella. Sorry, live people. Hey, by the way, if you're watching, hit the share button. Bella, come here. Stop talking to Diesel. Ain't nobody trying to listen to you right now. Hi, friends. How we doing? Stop it. Take those.
What's for supper?
I don't know, but we're still live. Ooh, real quick, grab me a Rockstar out of the fridge.
Why?
Because I'm out.
There's something right there. Okay.
How we doing, friends? I appreciate you guys so much. Hit the share button. And I will post the link in here after we're done. There's DM.
Wait, is this a live or is this a podcast?
It's both.
Oh.
We're muted on the podcast at the moment. So around 40 minutes, I gotta edit it out. Crack. It's not a beer, I promise, but there may or may not be feeling without.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Kill ya.
No.
That's how you die, Tara.
No, it isn't. I haven't died yet.
That's how it killed me, man.
You didn't die.
But
did you die?
A little part of me did.
A
little part of me did.
This is what happened. She is alive physically, but mentally, she might be dead.
She's not.
Mentally.
She's more mentally alive than your own mother, I promise that. Because I've had too much skill, apparently.
What is this thingy?
It's a volume thing. Okay, we got to get back to it, so you got to get out. Take Bella with you.
Wait, can I have a blueberry muffin?
No, you already had one.
But they're good.
No, get Bella and go, please.
Come here. She's not going to come to you.
Okay, but you need to be quiet now because I'm going to unmute it.
Okay. Go back.
Okay.
We are back.
Hopefully the dog's quiet now. We'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, we are terrible at following
instructions. I agree.
So, when in doubt, punt it out. I do it all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, back burner problems. There's always things where I'm like, this is not a today issue. I will say I struggle with when it is a work related thing. I'm pretty good about like prioritizing what's the thing that needs to get done. Personally, I always think everything is a fire. Everything is a front. I have to get it all done today. My husband, the saint that he is, always tells me, "Don't worry, it'll be there tomorrow. Don't worry."
Yeah, that's the problem.
The problem is it's still going to be there tomorrow, and then I freak out, and because I am a high-strung person that likes a good list, which is again, I think a good and bad thing, but I do need to know when to just let that sit. That is not right. That is not a priority. That is, and also always know that when it comes to work, if your face is gonna say it, maybe don't go on camera on that.
Don't go on camera. No. That's one thing that drives Jeff nuts is because when I was in corporate America, I showed up and I hustled. Mm-hmm. And policies and procedures were in place for a reason, and we followed them all up.
Corporate America.
And that is not how things operate now. And he constantly says, if you were to run this house the way you ran corporate America, he's like, it would be so spectacular. And I'm like, yeah, but that's, we don't have policies and procedures in place.
Right. Well, and I think to a certain extent, when you're at a job, there's a mentality that comes with that. And to be completely honest, like right now I have the type of job where it is, it is my motivation. I'm the only one that's there to keep me on track.
Yeah.
Which, thank goodness, I am okay, and I can do that, and I can make sure I have my lists, and I do my things, and I check off my little boxes, and I go along my day, and I try to keep as organized as I can.
Right.
But for a lot of people, that's hard. I mean, it doesn't always correlate over to your personal life, and it's a lot of people, if they have that freedom, it's really, really hard. Like I just had a conversation with someone about online learning. Like, kids
I could never do it.
Yes, because you don't have that structure. You don't have that pre-built system, and that's why you thrived in corporate America, because it had a pre-built system. It had something that kept you
focused,
zoomed. Yeah.
A, B, C.
Don't stray from it.
Right.
Do it.
Yeah. If I am like really feeling motivated in the morning while I'm having my coffee and things are turning on and life is good and I'm gonna get shit done today, I'll make a list.
Yeah.
Of the stuff I want to get done, specifically so that I can cross things off that list. And if I do something that wasn't on the list, I put it on the list so I can cross it off.
It makes you feel
so at the end of the day, I can go, duh.
Done.
Check. Yeah, because God forbid my husband be dumb enough to come home and say, well, what did you do today? Could you imagine?
No. I mean, only if he's like, so what's up? What'd you do today, baby?
Yeah, no.
Like, that is an acceptable tone.
That's acceptable. If he were to come home and be like, what did you do? As he's looking around with the side eye, like, all pursed lips, like, I don't think you did shit.
My husband's like, oh God, what did you do? Because I tend to think that I can, tear out a closet.
Have you seen the 85 TikToks and memes, 85,000 TikToks and memes that say, I might not give my husband butterflies, but I give him high blood pressure, and that's basically the same thing.
Right.
Because you walk through the house with a ladder and chainsaw and whatever.
Yeah,
yes, that's
so that's not how you demolish. It's usually a sledgehammer and
just tear shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
100%.
this isn't meant to be here. Like my husband has came home and multiple times I tore out a closet. It was our oldest and I had a conversation about how that closet's really in a dumb place. And it doesn't need to be there. And the next thing you know, me and him are tearing out a closet. My husband comes home from work and goes, what are you two doing? Why would you do that? What? I don't understand. And I was like, well, we discussed it. He's like, it's not even his room. Mind you, it wasn't his room. It was our youngest son's room. And we didn't like where that closet was. And he helped me. And he was like, now I have to fix that. And I was like, well, we would have fixed it. He's like, do you know how to sheetrock? And I was like, well, I mean, I have the vaguest idea how to. I'm sure I could figure it out. And
YouTube,
hello. And he was like, but just stop destroying things. And I was like, well, I mean, it happens. I've torn up carpet. He was like, did you have a plan for post carpet? And I was like, well...
Oh, that's a Jeff plan.
I mean, God. Yeah, which I did tear up a little corner and went, yeah, that looks good. And then I tore up the rest, which I only got like one strip done. And then my husband came home and was like, I guess I'll get that done. And he tore it up the rest. And mind you, the one spot that I looked at was nice.
Oh.
The rest of the floor,
horrible.
Not so much.
Have you been upstairs in my house lately?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so the stretch of steps from the landing to the upstairs, that carpet's gone.
I love it. We took out our, Mm-hmm. Is it painted?
No.
Oh.
It's one section of carpet gone.
Not the whole thing.
Not the rest of it. Just one section. The carpet pad.
So is your husband like? Oh, is it weird? Are me and Jeff alike?
What? Who knew? That's a new development.
Although, like I have La Papa that comes and helps me fix it. And no offense, Jeff has you.
I'll help tear some shit apart.
Right, but are you gonna like when we found out that the floor was not nice underneath that carpet that we now had cut into strips to take off of the floor. He had to go rent one of these giant sanders and then figure out how to use it and then figure out how to stain the floor and then figure out how to revarnish the floor. No. Mind you, my husband is not a carpenter. He just gets to act like one part-time when I decide to destroy our very, very old home. But yeah, Jeff tears up his section and then goes, "Look, Tara."
No, it's above our pay grade to refinish our floors.
Well,
look at my floors. They need to be done. There's no way we can do this.
My husband knows how to do it.
Okay, Carrie, look at my house.
Yeah.
Look around.
Yeah.
It's not your first time.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this and have it cure properly and stain properly without living here?
You can't. You have to. Yeah.
So what we need to do is empty our entire main level.
Yes.
Down to nothing.
Yes.
Hire somebody to do it while we get the hell out of town.
I mean, look, you'll be gone in December.
Are you... Is your 40th birthday present to me refinishing these ugly ass floors?
No, because I have to redo mine. And we're not done with ours. We did ours in sections. The girls' rooms are done. The rest needs to still get done. But yes, I...
Dropping another ball?
Always.
Always dropping the balls.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, two things. I mean, look at my dining room. It's all painted pretty and gray and black.
It's beautiful.
And my kitchen is
very millennial gray. My daughters would be very upset with you. Millennial gray is not cool.
Why?
Well, because we're millennials. You're not.
I'm not a millennial.
You're not even a millennial. It's fine. They just like to make fun of me as those little nuggets of teenage craziness do.
Jerks. But my kitchen is still creams and browns.
Yes.
And my dining room, which is mostly open to my kitchen, is grays and blacks and whites.
I mean, it happens. My kitchen's pink. It is what it is.
Facts. We got to get these cabinets done, though. Oh, I can't. Did I tell you we're going to extend to the ceiling?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm tired of that ugly empty space that just collects dust.
So we should actually ask, who in the world out there who is listening has cabinets in their kitchen that go all the way to the ceiling? Or do you have that weird space where you just put junk and it collects dust? Because, again, another thing that gets put on the back burner, balls dropped, is dust.
In your own house. Yes.
That crazy spot where nothing, like... I mean, even as a child, I remember, like, the house I grew up in, my mom had, like, green foliage fake
some
plants
people
up
do
there.
good stuff with that.
Oh, no. Well, it looked great when she did it, and then 10 years later, it was just a dust collector.
That's 100% all dust.
Like, and you were like, oh. I mean, it had good intentions.
Maybe you got to change that dust shit out every once in a while.
Right. Well,
no.
Who has time for that?
Nobody, literally. Nobody.
I mean, and if you do... then you've got it together.
You are homemaker extraordinaire.
Yes,
I don't have it together.
I don't.
You ain't dropping any balls if you got the tops of your cupboards dusted.
If you don't have junk collecting on top of your cabinets, you are winning.
I mean, what is half that shit up there? Like,
it's decorative. Well,
no, that's not decorative.
Over there, it's just garbage.
It's just garbage. We got the expired popcorn bucket, the magic bucket.
But on the other side, you had decorative stuff. Look, it's decorative.
It's not decorative. It's functional shit that I have no place to store, so I put it up there.
I know. Bullshit. That... Really? Are you using the lantern up there?
Oh, there's lantern.
Like an oil lantern.
There is the old lantern, and there is the pitcher and wash tub.
Yeah, like from
those are decorative.
Like 1802. You're supposed to have the water, and then I don't know what. I see it in old movies. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's covered in dust, but it's beautiful.
Yeah. My life is covered in dust. Fucking A, Ray. Okay. All right. We've got long-winded, of course.
Yes, of course.
Shocker. So, couple pieces of business. We super love our people.
Yes.
We really, really super thank our people, our supporters. Make sure you're telling your friends about these crazy women, Tara and Carrie, mom, wife, workaholics. Hit your share button, download, like us, comment, Someday I'll figure out show notes and leave notes in there for everybody. It's a thing.
That's all they
show
say.
Notes. I don't know what show
it's
notes.
in the show notes.
Yeah, I got to figure out where the show notes are.
Yeah. I don't do any of that.
Check out big thanks again to our silent investor and to Brian. We love Brian. I can't wait to get my hands on that laptop.
So super funny. Yeah. Again, I have no idea. Altera, if you are interested in anything, you know how to get a hold of us through Tara and through all of our social media. And yeah, Tara will respond because Tara
will respond rather quickly.
Yeah, I'm not that girl.
Unless it's
not
between
that
the
I
hours
don't
of
love
10 p.m. and 6 a.m. then I'm not respond.
Those are probably the times I would respond.
Right, yeah. If it's after 10, message Carrie. We do need to set up a Facebook group.
Yes.
We haven't done that yet.
I also don't know how to do that.
Yeah, no, I got it. I just, I'm busy running all the other socials.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
No, she's a rock star, and we appreciate every bit of support. We have been astonished by the amount of people. I've had people who I wouldn't even go, "You're on a podcast," and I went, "Oh, I am. You're right."
Someday you'll be going, "Let me give you my podcast card with my QR code." You know what? I'll design that later. Yeah. I don't know when we're going to order it, but I'll design it later. Mm-hmm. So if you're interested in advertising on our podcast, we are always looking for sponsors. We have a 3-tier system. So all you got to do is shoot me a message and be like, "Hey, Tara, let me know about the sponsorship." Mm-hmm. What the sponsorship will do is get you an ad placement in our podcast. We don't have any now, obviously, because we don't have any sponsors yet. Besides
we're babies.
Our silent,
we're new. Yeah.
We're babies. So you get a pre, a mid, or post roll. So you can pick and choose, depending on what sponsorship tier you do. But yeah, if you have questions, if you want to get some information out there about a business, an event, or whatever, and you want to sponsor the podcast, just reach out to me. Yeah, I'm working with I'm talking with a couple of businesses about possible sponsorships. That's and I really hope we can lock those down, because I'm a huge fan of promoting people and things. Like, we know this, right?
Who doesn't love things?
Right. Give me a food place. I will promote the shit out of you. We
clearly talked about how we're foodies like nobody's business.
And I like food. So if you're a food establishment and you want to be advertised, we will preach you up. Especially if you throw free steak my way, whatever. I'm just kidding. I'm not, but also, for anybody who doesn't know, if you're maybe new listening to the podcast, I have been in network marketing for over 8 years now, so I have a following. Yeah. Our views on our lives have been insane. That's awesome. Like, I want to cry every time I look at them. Yeah. And my following on Facebook is over 3,300 people. That's amazing. I don't think normal people starting out podcasts have that kind of following.
I wouldn't know, because I have like 12 friends on Facebook. Yeah. If you're my friend on Facebook, thank you, but thank
you. Oh, 3,300 is my followers. My friends, that's 2,600. How many of them am I breaking bread with? Well, nobody, because as we discussed earlier, I'm in my head.
It's me.
It's you. Me. Yeah, we're breaking bread. We're doing all the things. What are we having for supper tonight?
Cereal? I don't know.
Cereal or ramen?
By the way, we're at Tara's house. She's asking me what we're having for supper.
What do you want? You want ramen or noodles?
Did you want cereal or ramen?
Yeah, I got all the s'more cereal you could hope for.
Love it.
Love it. Okay, so we'll catch you kids next week. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to hit us up. And thanks again for listening to Mom, Wife, Workaholics.
Yay! Thank you. Bye.